Imagine this: the skies over Europe, once dominated by the roar of America's F-35 Lightning II, now echo with a different sound, a rebellion in the air. Across the continent, nations are rethinking their wings, turning away from the US's prized stealth jet toward homegrown alternatives. Why? It's not just about planes, it's about power, independence, and the future of a fractured alliance. Buckle up as we dive into Europe's high-stakes fighter jet shakeup and uncover what's really at stake. For years, the F-35 was the golden child of NATO airpower, stealthy, cutting-edge, a symbol of unity. But cracks are forming. European countries are stepping back, and the reasons are as complex as the jet itself. The U.S. has been an unpredictable partner lately. From suspending intelligence sharing with Ukraine, reported by AP News and Reuters, to trade spats, trust is wavering. What happens if America pulls the plug on F-35 support? Software updates, spare parts, all controlled by Washington, could become bargaining chips. Europe's waking up to the risks of betting everything on Uncle Sam. Take Portugal. Diario AS reports they've outright rejected the F-35, not because it's a bad jet, but because they're done relying on outsiders. This isn't just pride, it's strategy. Europe wants its own playbook, free from foreign strings. Strategic autonomy isn't a buzzword here, it's a lifeline. And also F-35 cost $85 million, with maintenance costs ballooning into the trillions. The F-35's a budget buster. For nations juggling economic woes, it's a tough sell. Why sink billions into a jet when cheaper, capable options are knocking? So, what's on the table? Europe's not short on talent. Meet the challengers ready to steal the F-35's crown. Saab Gripen, Sweden. The Gripen's the scrappy underdog, $60 million a unit, low upkeep, and tough as nails. No stealth like the F-35, sure, but its avionics are top-notch, and it's built for quick, dirty missions. Daily Sabah and Stars and Stripes call it a cost-saver with swagger. Eurofighter Typhoon. The Typhoon's a beast, fast, versatile, and NATO-ready. Indian Defense News says it's a match for any fight, though its $100 million price tag keeps it in F-35 territory. Still, it's Europe's baby, built by a powerhouse consortium. Dassault Rafale. France's Rafale is the smooth operator, combat-proven, independent, and packed with tech. It's pricier to integrate if you're hooked on U.S. gear, but its freedom from American oversight? Priceless. These aren't just backups, they're game changers. Here's why they're turning heads. AP News nails it: European jets mean European control. No more begging Washington for updates or worrying about political blackmail. The Rafale and Gripen let nations call their own shots. It also has an economic advantage: buy European, and the cash stays home. Jobs in Stockholm, Paris, or Munich beat sending billions to Lockheed Martin. It's a stimulus package with wings. Unlike the F-35's one-size-fits-all vibe, these jets bend to local needs. Gripen thrives in Scandinavia's icy wilds, Typhoon rules the skies over NATO's front lines. Flexibility beats rigidity every time. Defense analyst: the F-35's a tech marvel, but it's a diva high-maintenance, US-centric. Europe's options are leaner, meaner, and ours. This isn't just about jets, it's about alliances. Here's how the shift could rewrite the map. Divergent fleets could snarl joint ops. Picture a NATO mission where Typhoons and F-35s can't sync up, logistics turn into a nightmare. But NATO's survived worse, and Gripen and Typhoon play nice with alliance standards. For European power, ditching the F-35 could turbocharge projects like the Future Combat Air System. Intra-European teamwork might outshine transatlantic ties, building a defense bloc that answers to Brussels, not DC. The US won't love this. The F-35's a diplomatic glue, lose it, and cracks widen. Could Washington pull back on intel or bases? Maybe. But Europe's betting it can diversify without decoupling. Behind the scenes, big players are pushing hard. Dassault, Saab, and the Eurofighter crew, they're salivating. More orders mean fatter profits and a stronger European defense backbone. Nations like Portugal or Sweden gain clout, less beholden to superpowers, more masters of their fate. Taxpayers cheer cheaper jets. Workers cheer jobs. Economies cheer growth. It's a rare win-win if it works. Who is the loser? Lockheed Martin's bottom line takes a hit. The U.S. might grumble, but it could also adapt, sweeten deals, rethink its approach. What's next? Europe's fighter jet pivot isn't just a hardware swap, it's a declaration. A bid for control in a world where alliances wobble and threats evolve. Will it fracture NATO or forge a bolder Europe? One thing's clear, the skies are changing, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Stay tuned, this story's just taking off.